Yes, people, what is happening? Welcome back to Lily White Lane, and we have some more news to discuss regarding Tottenham Hotspur Football Club this afternoon. So without further ado, let's delve right into the news. So, we will start things off with some news regarding the summer transfer window and players Tottenham Hotspur could possibly be bringing to the club this summer, and some news that is coming out from Fabrizio Romano this morning, a very, very reliable source, as I say. And Romano states Tottenham Hotspur are going to sign one or two centre-halves this summer. Jules Kounde is highly appreciated at the club. He's expected to leave for less than his 80 million release clause. Anderson is also on that list, right? Very, very interesting news coming out from a very reliable source in Fabrizio Romano. He rarely gets anything wrong, as I say. And he states Tottenham Hotspur are going to sign one or two centre-backs. Tottenham Hotspur are going to sign a centre-half. Would that be one or two centre-halves this summer? And I think this is brilliant news, right? I understand we don't have a manager in yet, and I understand we don't know, what philosophy that manager's going to play. But whoever honestly comes in as manager is probably going to want to bring in a new centre-half, considering how awful our defence was last season. So it's good news to hear that Tottenham Hotspur are going to sign at least a centre-half this summer, and possibly even two centre-halves, right? And what I find most interesting is, when the names that first come to mind are the likes of Nikola Milenkovic, as I say, the likes of Anderson. Jules Kounde doesn't come to mind because I think he's a higher level than Tottenham Hotspur. But to hear that we're being linked with him, as I say, a player, that could possibly be worth at least 50 to 60 million, really tells me that we may be actually willing to spend some money this summer, considering we didn't spend that much last summer, right? So look, if we can sell, the likes of Harry Winks, Ben Davies, some of these players out of the club this summer, we can use that money to invest in players such as Jules Kounde, Anderson, Sabitzer, right? So very, very interesting news coming out from Fabrizio Romano this morning. And we also have some more news, as I say, coming out from Di Marzio, a very, very reliable source as well. Two reliable sources stating these two pieces of news, and he states Nuno Espirito Santo contacts are ongoing. Paratici wanted him at Juventus, right? We knew that Nuno was in talks with Tottenham Hotspur. Obviously, that news came out, as I say, last night. But now we're hearing more news, maybe rumours, but more news coming out this morning that we're in advanced talks with Nuno. So could it possibly be Nuno Espirito Santo as Tottenham Hotspur's next manager, as I say? But Di Marzio, a very, very reliable source. We heard stuff from the likes of The Athletic last night, as I say, the Daily Mail. Sources that are very, very reliable, but not as reliable as the likes of Romano, Di Marzio, Alistair Gold. And now we're hearing, these types of sources saying that talks are actually ongoing with Nuno Espirito Santo. So you do know it's really happening. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching this afternoon's news video. If you're new here, make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that like button as hard as you possibly can, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. This has been your video, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs, come on the Euros.